Hello everyone, and welcome to yet another review of A Piece of Shit by Joshy Poo. This is a bit of an exclusive to YouTube because I'm reviewing something on Blip TV. It's there because the creator is afraid of all of the down thumbs he would receive if he ever put his work on YouTube, because he's a chicken shit, and he's running away from his past. This episode of The Mysterious Mrs. E was poorly written by Josh Clark and not so cleverly titled Nevermore. This is a bit of a pattern for Josh Clark because he likes to try to salvage anything he can from his past failures, and he used to be known on YouTube as Ashes the Raven and Raven Phoenix before he was shamed off of YouTube for all of the wrongs he committed in the community. This is kind of like how he had a failed project for the animated Doctor Who series he was trying to do without the permission of the BBC. And he had a voice actress in that named Stella. And then in his next failure of a project, the Fatal Error Network, he had a fictitious girlfriend named Della who he used to extort things out of his friends in order to try to finish his project. Kind of spied on them psychologically too. It was very heinous, and that's why he was chased off of YouTube. Anyways, in this episode, Josh Clark names a character Nevermore, and of course portrays said character. Because the Raven part of him can't be allowed to fail, no, he must resurrect it again. In the actual video, what stands out as being the most shit is the sound quality. Josh Clark doesn't know anything about theater sound, and throughout the whole thing, the soundtrack is actually way too loud. You cannot hear some of the dialogue between the actor and the actress, and I use those words very loosely. Either the sound quality is crap, or Josh Clark needs to take the cock out of his mouth before he tries to act. And I know you guys are probably waiting for the smoking gun as to why Josh Clark's work here is such shit, and I'm going to give it to you right now. Pay attention to where my mouse is. It's very important for this video. Now, at the end of Josh Clark's episode for The Mysterious Mrs. E called Nevermore, he has some credits here. And he's got 3D animation and virtual effects by Josh Clark, the Cerberus and Eberus models by somebody named Darren DeVoe, and then he says Mrs. E's copyright for his fictitious movie company, which I'm calling it fictitious because it'll fold just like every other failure he's ever done. It never really gets off the ground. And nothing in it may be reproduced part or full without consent of the copyright holder. He's probably chicken shit when he writes this because he knows that I'm going to make a fair use clip of this just show up in my review. And he does not like the fact that I review his work. So, here's the thing. He's claiming copyright of this and not wanting any part of it to be reproduced at all. And he's also claiming that he did the 3D animation and virtual effects. Okay? The only other person that did any other work on that is this guy named Darren, who did the models of what I assume are the demon-like, SimCity-like, Second Life-like models inside of it. So, when we go to the beginning of the episode and hit play, I want you guys to see something. Now, watch where my mouse is. This is very important, okay? Wait for it. See this star right here that's moving from left to right, or from right to left, right here? I'm trying to follow it with my mouse as best I can, right here. See that shit right there? That's very important. Alright? Now, those of you that are Neil deGrasse Tyson fans will probably recognize that this is the Eagle Nebula. And all you have to do is Google 3D model of the Eagle Nebula, and you will find that Josh Clark has stolen a model from NASA. Okay? This is the Hubble Space Telescope. Now watch the mouse again from right to left. Here we go. Da, 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 da. See this star right here? Why is it that the path of that star and the path of the camera angle in Josh's work and this coincide? Why? Because he stole it. And he just added some crappy special effects to it in order to try to make it more his own. But at the end of his video, he does take claim for everything in it. Doesn't give credit to NASA. Doesn't give credit to the Hubble Space Telescope and all the models on the website. No. He's claiming all of it as his own. And then turns around, claims copyright over it, and says that nobody else can reproduce any of it in part or in full without his consent. This is what we would call plagiarism. Josh Clark has no skills whatsoever in anything that he tries to do at all.